The successor to Jean-Claude Juncker has been decided. EU leaders have confirmed Ursula von der Leyen of Germany will be the next European Commission president. So let's go to Strasbourg in France, where the president-elect is speaking in an interview to Bloomberg.
To achieving that goal?
Well, I think the goal to be climate neutral in 2050 is the biggest one. It is absolutely necessary, and it means a lot of transformation and change, and that we have to maneuver.
Where are the difficulties politically in Europe in getting the member states and the European Parliament members to rally around your vision?
Well, I think the Parliament is very heterogeneous, but over time I'm convinced that there will be a centre that will carry on with the large political questions we have to tackle, and it has to be a pro-European centre. It emerged today because I have a majority, and we have to fortify it, we have to strengthen it.
You also face challenges on the external front, a number of them, not least on the transatlantic relations front. How worried are you that trade relations between the United States and the European Union will deteriorate? And what do you plan to do to counter that?
Well, I think we do have issues, but we should never forget that we are allies and we are friends. We sit on the same side of the table, if I may put it that way. And therefore, we're going to negotiate hard about the different topics that have to be solved. But in the very end, we do know that it's better to be in an intensive, healthy way trading with each other than otherwise. And therefore, I'm going to work hard to have a good relationship with our partner, the United States, knowing that there are issues to tackle.
In the case of trade, however, unlike defense, where President Trump has done a lot of talking but not a lot of biting, he has been using tariffs against the EU, and now there is the threat of levies on European cars imported into the United States. Do you have any idea about how you will address that risk?
Well, I think if you look at the broader picture, a lot of things are interdependent. So to convince our friends from the United States that it is better we find a good compromise and work together, because there are way more issues and problems that concern the two of us together. Will be my way to address it, and I think there are a lot of good arguments for working together and then tackling together the other challenges we do have from other parts of the world.
Are you confident you can avoid an escalation in transatlantic trade tensions through tit-for-tat tariffs?
Both sides should do that, because it is not good for any side. So both sides should do their very best to work together to find a solution.
The other trade issue closer to home for the EU is Brexit. You've talked about a willingness, should there be a good reason, to prolong Brexit yet again. What about the whole question of the withdrawal agreement and the scope for renegotiating that?
Well, we do have a good withdrawal agreement. It has been negotiated. Regarding the red lines the UK draw. So I am convinced that it is very important the way we have the Brexit, because it is not an end of something. It determines the beginning of the future relationship between the United Kingdom and the European Union. And we want to be partners. They are our neighbor. We have common interests. So I'll put a lot of emphasis that we will have, if it's necessary, a Brexit in a good way, knowing that we have a common future.
Will you reach out to the next UK leader to address these questions on Brexit?
I think it's absolutely a given to speak with every UK leader or any other head of states or government. So I want a good relationship, and this is the best thing for people in the European Union as well as in the United Kingdom, and we should work on that.
Finally, on the Middle East, as you look at the Persian Gulf area, tensions there are rising. And you, in your role as defense minister, will be familiar with the discussions within NATO on that. How worried are you that as you take on your new role, there will be really very serious problems of instability in and around Iran? Well,
I've been working in this field a lot as a defense minister, of course, so I know the topics very well. At the moment being, I think I have to focus on getting the Commission together, on having the work program. I'm very well informed about the topics and I've been working in them as a defense minister. So to have a close eye on this area is crucial. To keep a close contact with our allies is crucial. And to do everything to have a de-escalation.
Is there any hope of saving the international agreement?
I think for tonight, the international agreement will take quite a while to discuss this with you. I think tonight, just having gone through the election, I'd leave it at that.